delay in getting Ming Yan's paintings to the Shan Art Exchange.
If Yin Feng hadn't pushed her, she wouldn't have gotten hurt. Now she can't even paint, and our order is gonna be late.
Hey, watch yourself. I just did what I always do. She's been rebellious and a bit too smart for her own good lately. I just wanted her to keep her head down and work. Who knew she'd crack and cause that mess? Luckily, I slipped away, and the patrollers didn't suspect me. No big deal. I pinned it all on Ming Yan.
Someone was here earlier asking...
Doubtful. They might know.
It doesn't matter if they find out.
But we should be careful. Remember what Mr. Beitzer warned us about. Keep the...
So the Shanyan Art Exchange has been... No wonder they got all shifty when we brought up Ming Yang earlier. Yin Feng. Yes! It's his signature on Mr. Shizan's transaction record.
When I asked him about the incident, he put all the blame on Ming Yan, saying she had ulterior motives. Christian during the day did the same, trying to divert attention and cover up their own involvement at the scene in the first place. This led us to concentrate solely on Ming Yan, ignoring other possible angles.
I have a theory, but we need that batch of paintings they mentioned to test it. So many more people in the camp now. How should we get in?
This should do the trick. Now, let's see what information we can find inside the camp.
Never thought I'd get worn out from something this light. Wow. Thanks. I'll go take a breather then. Right, the rest of the supplies are in the northern warehouse.
I can't believe the number of painters involved. These paintings are all fakes. I don't remember the real ones circulating the market.
Impossible. You can have the money back.
This must be the warehouse they were talking about. There's still some leftover ink lying around. They're all from the list. This batch is all Serenity of Xehua Village. These aren't just simple copies anymore. It's obvious now. She was working with them to create forgeries for her own gain. In the end, this is the path she chose. I suspected as much, though I couldn't quite... I wasn't sure until I saw the paintings myself. Wait, oh, I see it now. These copies, they're almost identical to the original. But if you look closely, you'll find... Well, that's... Look out! Ink drops! No, I'm just catching my breath. But where did these tacit discords come from?
Her emotions...
But she's not even here.
It's just...
Maybe she did ever since It seems like it's all my fault. But more exiles from the art exchange. Watch out! Watch out!
You really think we'd let you just walk away after you destroyed our warehouses and interfered with our business?
Business.
Who exactly? If it's the paintings you're after, take as many as you want.
Forcing people to make copies like a factory line?
It's just a couple of stones and trees. For the amount of paint and ink that goes into them, I'd even go so far as to say paying those painters 20 credits each is a ripoff.
How could you measure the value?
Oh, so you're also here for the money. Look, name a figure. We'll pay double if it'll make you shut up. How does it...
That's not what I meant.
Then what the hell do you want from me?
I want... Aside from reporting you to the patrollers, I want to let the public know about the way you coerce the painters. And... Is something wrong? I can't remain silent about this.
You better think this through. The Shenyuan Art Exchange is not a group you want to cross.
I never painted for the Art Exchange's approval. If no one else dares to speak up, then...
First, we keep these guys on close watch.
The story. At best, this merely proves our involvement in the Allow me to remind you. Do you honestly believe her paintings would have earned a single penny without my intervention?
No. Mr. Baitsu, you're changing...
How ungrateful.
But before we proceed, I wish to present this audio...
Oh, Mr. Baitsu stopped by again. grumbling about the delay in getting Mingyan.
If Yin Feng hadn't pushed her, she wouldn't have gotten hurt. Now she can't even paint, and our order is gonna be late.
Rebellious and a bit too smart for her own good lately. I just wanted her to keep her head down and work. Who knew she'd crack and cause that mess?
We only making copies. Trickery, misinformation, and later on even threats. She was led down the path of forging artworks for you. I do understand that if her own heart hadn't wavered, none of this would have happened. But there was already no turning back by the time she wanted to quit. So, saying she was the mastermind behind it all? That's just not fair.
Even so, how is Ford?
This evidence clearly shows that these paintings are no ordinary copies, but your way of making a profit.
There's no such thing. For it to be forgery, there has to be another original artist.
Mr. Baitsu,
Well, of course.
then can you tell the difference between this one and the others?
Of course.
However, judging from these paintings, it seems Ming Yang's ability never stabilized.
What does this have to do with anything? What you're saying is all speculation. There's no...
Artists seeking perfection during our investigation of the studio, the original paintings had pigments that were pure and brighter. In contrast, the forgeries used pigments made from mineral scraps. We can distinguish the real paintings.
Doing so only proves the so... How is this supposed to prove that we are
The Hua Village is me.